Okay, guys, before we start the shooting, I have something to discuss. Actually, the match won't be played because I think the groundsmen have decided that Indian support staff and Indian players cannot go in a 2.5-meter radius of the pitch. So I really doubt how will we able to play the match. Also, let's start with the discussion of गौतम गंभीर. अगर किसी को पता है तो ठीक है, नहीं तो आई थिंक कृष्णा को पता है तो उससे स्टार्ट करते हैं.
I mean, the ending of that entire argument where he kind of said that I'm better than you, you are just a groundsman, stay at your level. That is a little hurtful, but I don't know. As much as I read, I heard that that groundsman was pretty rude to our women's team also when they
Okay.
had toured, I think, just this month. So I don't know if Gambhir is trying to play the patriotic card by saying I'm going to protect the entire, Indian fraternity or something. But yeah, I mean, look, the groundsman is literally there to place the rules and to ensure that the teams who are training at the stadium don't cross the lines. And if that was all he was trying to do, then it makes sense. But I mean, just the last two statements of Gambhir pricks me. I don't mind anything before that. But yeah, that kind of just is
See,
hurtful, especially coming from him.
I was watching the press conference that the batting coach gave, and what I heard was they had gone to go and watch the wicket for inspection. But what they were told was you should stay out of the ropes and watch it like from a 2.5-meter distance, which is obviously not fair because day after is a match. And another thing that happened was I think they were carrying something to something cool which was around 10 kgs or something, might have had ice. They were taking it to the training place, and I think that was also not allowed. So a lot of things happened, but I think this all just makes for an even better match because what happened a couple of days ago, in on the last day, Ben Stokes refusing to shake hands, and today the again the I think it was the whoever it was from their side as well, groundsman. I don't know who the name, what's the name, but again it's just adding fuel to the fire that's already there. We are 2-1 down, but I think over a period of 4 matches, we have played better cricket than them. And going into the match, I don't think, Karthik, I know you have your opinions. We can come to that later. Uh, we are not sure that whether Kuldeep Yadav will be playing or Jasprit Bumrah as well. So a lot of things, Shubman Gill and Gautam Gambhir are keeping secret. So without any further uh, delay, and I'll stop my monologue here and I'll ask Rehan to take over.
Yeah, it seems to be a pretty great series, this one. We are hoping that Bumrah will play. See, he is fit, and of course, there is a good amount of break now. So you expect him to be in that 11. And as Gambhir mentioned in the press conference, that all the bowlers are fit. My only question is that I'm disappointed with the way we have just handed out test caps. Uh, it seems like a freebie, to be honest, at this point. And why do you carry Abhimanyu Ishwaran is my question to the panel. I mean, it might as well not take him. I mean, you are making him insane. You are, making him lose out on his morale. He's
See,
just there carrying drinks and he's doing well in the domestic. So,
I have a counter option answer to this. If you see what happened in the matches before the Border Gavaskar Trophy too, I think we had a lot of India A matches. He was the captain there as well, and here as well. You see the amount of runs he scores in India, and then you see the amount of runs he scores abroad. Firstly, I don't think he should be made the captain of India A, given his performance. He's not scoring runs. He's getting outside of. He's not scoring more than 20-30 runs. Although Karun Nair is also not scoring 20 more than 30-40 runs, but Karun Nair is at least scoring double hundreds in the matches where that guarantee your selection. So that is one reason. Plus, if you are talking about Abhimanyu Ishwaran, I don't think he has the temperament and the technique to succeed outside of India.
you said that for Sarfaraz Khan also, but he did
Uh,
well in the matches that
where
he played in England.
where did he
In
play?
the He
Yeah,
played
he's not.
against England Lions.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, he got out as well. So I'm talking about Abhimanyu Ishwaran. He got out for scores of 30, 35, and you
No, no,
can't expect that person to be your captain as well, right?
no, you are right about that. My point is that you might as well not take him in the next
Correct.
series, is
Correct.
what I'm saying. But yeah, the 11 again is again a tricky one. We are constantly seeing changes that are being made. You don't even know whether Siraj would be in the 11 or not. Batting wise, I think it's pretty much sorted. And with this double centurions that have performed so well, you are not going to play Kuldeep Yadav after that, because you are not going to go to the Oval with three spinners in the side.
Correct.
And you really need to think long term about your third seamer.
Correct. Agreed. Karthik, your views? Who should you select for the team? Do you retain Shardul?
I think with the options that we have, I feel it's better to retain Shardul because in the recent test he at least showed some temperament to reach a decent score from after coming in six down, or I think six
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
So yes, we the history doesn't really support Shardul Thakur well, but I think given the circumstances and the amount of experience we generally have in the squad, it's probably a good decision to stick with him.
कृष्णा क्या लगता है क्या
Hmm.
bowling lineup होगा?
Yeah, if Bumrah doesn't play, I think it's very pointless to carry him also, because you need him for a test where we are one test down, we are chasing to get to retain that trophy. And he did not bowl he bowled only once in the last test. So if you still have to, focus on his fitness, then there must be some sacrifice made. He should not be playing in the IPL or something like that, because at the end of the day, a foreign tour while playing test for India is the highest point of cricket. So a lot of conversation I will have in case Bumrah doesn't play. But if he does, I think the rest of the bowling lineup selects itself. As Rehan said, I don't think they will go with three spinners. As much as I would want Kuldeep to play, Washington's batting has kind of ensured that Kuldeep won't play. And with respect to Shardul, I don't know who else you'll play in place of Shardul. Who do you have unless you play an outright batsman, which
Outright
will
bowler
again
as
be
well.
Karun Nair.
See, you can play an outright bowler as well because
Will
your top
Akash
seven
Deep
are
be
scoring
fit though?
runs. Huh?
But will Akash Deep is Akash Deep fit?
Akash Deep is fit and he's gonna come back in place of Anshul Kamboj, that's for sure. You might as well play
Okay.
Arshdeep Singh as well, right? You can go out with four frontline pacers.
Yeah, if that is the case, then yeah, then I would prefer Arshdeep over Shardul for sure. But yeah, let's see. I mean, I don't know. I would still go for Arshdeep over Shardul in any case. I've had
I,
enough of him.
I would have
Yeah, I
gone
think
for
Arshdeep is injured, so I thought he's
Nahin.
not available.
Arshdeep
So
is
if
fit to play
he's
this match.
if he's fit to play, then I think Arshdeep over Shardul.
I think for I would have gone Shardul over Rajdeep because just for one reason, that is Dhruv Jurel comes in place of Rishabh Pant and he's not had an outing throughout the entire series. So if you take out Rishabh Pant, who's really been the backbone of your team, even if he's not scoring hundreds, he's getting involved in those 100 runs partnership. If you take him out, you're not sure that Dhruv Jurel is gonna give you the same amount of runs. So that is why I would go in with an additional batting resource. And given that Ashdeep has not really bowled in this series, plus coming on the back of an injury, plus obviously if Bumrah and Siraj play, then he's not going to take the new ball. And obviously, then I don't see any point because the Duke's ball is not going to do anything after 20 overs. A lot of points to discuss amongst the panel members, and I hear complete silence. We can talk about England as well, guys.
You stopped at a full stop. So
Yeah.
if we talk about England, right? See, they have been playing decent cricket. See, they are ahead of us in this series. Even in the last test, even though they weren't able to finish the job, I think baseball was required by England. If they batted and declared a little earlier, I think they could have made a match out of it. And if Joe Root had held on to that catch, they could have made a match out of it. But see, bygones are bygones, and they will have to see what they can do better with their bowling. Because I still think Brighton Cast is very ordinary. I don't see him, fit in that England 11. They could probably take somebody like a Sam Cook. He doesn't have the pace, but what I've seen of him is that he gets the ball to shape in both the ways, and that could be a great addition to the team for England.
Uh, from what I hear, I don't think Jofra Archer is going to play the next match. He might be rested. I don't know. We don't know that for sure because he's making a comeback, and you might not have him play three tests consecutively. Jamie Overton has come back in the squad. You have Josh Tongue as well, and you have I think Sam Cook as you rightly mentioned. So I think England could go in with four frontline pacers apart from Ben Stokes and Chris Woke, Sam Cook. Josh Tongue and Jamie Overton, a completely different bowling lineup. That is what I think. Maybe I don't know. I could be wrong as well. But Krishna and Karthik, question for you. Given that Ben Stokes was not fully fit for the last innings, do you risk playing him? Like, does he risk playing himself?
Yeah, I think he'll definitely play as a batsman. It is the bowling that is going to be something that he needs to decide upon based on his body. So look, I think Ben Stokes is someone who always tries to push his body to the limits. We've seen that many times, and I think he will try to end the series on a high. He's had a completely brilliant series with the ball, and right now he's started showing up with the bat as well. So I think he'll be in a good mind space. He'll have a lot of confidence. So I think he'll be ready to bowl, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
it's just a matter of a couple of steroids, and then you can just go. And anyway, England don't have anything major scheduled for almost 3.5 weeks. So I don't see why it's a risk at all to play him. I think it would, if anything, be a good decision.
and I
I
think,
wish we could
yeah.
say the same about Bumrah, but it is what
Yeah,
it is.
I was coming to that, Karthik. Now, since you've mentioned it, you're a physiotherapist. I would just like to ask you one question. Bumrah with his injury, and that day we also saw a video of him. I think he might have had a cramp or something. But do you think India should risk him because he had only bowled what 36, 37 odd overs across the entire match, and before that he had a 9 days break, and after that as well he's had a 5 day break. Assuming that India bowl on the first day, if they bat on the first day, then I think he'll have an additional day's break as well.
Hmm. Well, yes, in the previous test, he only bowled once. That is true. But since there was a pre-condition that he would only play 3 out of 5 matches, and since Test cricket is a very hectic thing for especially for a bowler, it's probably a good idea to not play. I understand that there is a conversation that this is in a top match, a top series for your country versus so many n number of tournaments that Bumrah does play, but I mean it's again a gamble between an immediate match, an immediate series versus perhaps losing on out on something, maybe the World Cup next year, or it can lead to a butterfly effect of issues which keep on gathering. I don't think the ankle slip thing had anything to do with it because it just looked like a simple slip, which anyone can have. But with the back issue, which has consistently been a problem for him, it's probably a good idea to just give this test away from a Bumrah's point of view. But it's sad that it has to come to that, but I think it's more necessary than anything.
Interesting option. I don't think anyone on the panel wants him to sit out, but yeah, I mean, a man's career is more important than a test win. And obviously, with the stats that we have, if Bumrah plays, then we are guaranteed a loss. So might as well rest him and try and win it, right? So yeah, I think let's move on to the predictions. We've already done a majority of the predictions last video, so I would just ask a couple of questions from from all of you. First is who will be player of the series from the England side and who will be the player of the series from the India side? Anyone can start.
Ben
I think
Stokes.
from England's side, yeah, it's Ben Stokes. And from India's side, I think Shubman Gill.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
very hard to look past Shubman Gill for India at least. England's been more of a team effort, to be honest. I mean, everyone has contributed in some way. I think Brook has got a couple of hundreds, Root has got a couple of hundreds, Stokes has done well with the ball. So I think, yeah, I probably would slightly agree with Stokes being the man of the series for England. Depends on the fifth test, though. If someone can do a little better than the other two, I'm sure I will go for
and
them.
from India side,
Gill. I think 700 runs in 4 tests is a mental number, and I don't think anyone comes close to that.
See, I think from my side, obviously Ben Stokes picks himself from England, but right at the start of the series, in the preview, I had mentioned that the outcome of the series will be decided based on the all-rounders' performance. It will be Jadeja versus Ben Stokes that will decide the fate of the series. And given how consistent Jadeja has been, plus he has been able to pick up wickets, I think his wicket tally is around 10 to 11, which is not much lesser than what Ben Stokes has. He's got 16 wickets in conditions that favor fast bowling rather than spin bowling. So if Shubman Gill is not able to score in the last match and Jadeja again puts up even 150 and picks up a couple of wickets, I would give the player of the series to Jadeja.
Agreed, agreed. He's had a stellar series,
And in terms
and
of batting too, I have never seen him bat this well. Plus, if he does manage to score like 500 runs, even if Shubman scores, I would close my eyes and give it to Jadeja because he deserves that. He's been the pillar of this series for India.
good point. Totally agree with you.
See, that's why we are slip calling, guys. Three slips in a gully today. I think that's what we think Bumrah will start with at the Oval. And with that, guys, thank you for watching in. The title for this video is gonna be very interesting. I hope that you liked it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.